This diary will contain all the topics of signal and systems. This is the basic topic and you should know this before advancing to others. So let us concentrate. Now remember this concept which I am going to discuss. See, there's a ramp signal, there's a unit step signal, there's an impulse signal. So on differentiating ramp signal, you will get unit step signal. On differentiating unit step signal, you will get impulse signal. And now as we know this, the reverse is also true. That is, on integrating impulse signal, we will get unit step signal. On integrating unit step signal, we will get ramp signal. See, this is the key concept. Remember this. Now let us see the relationship between ramp signal and unit step signal. So ramp signal is equal to t into u of t, or we can say r of t minus capital T is equal to t minus capital T into u of t minus capital T, as shown on the screen, where here t is the constant. What t? Capital T is the constant and small t is the variable. So now let us see another question. Draw x3 of t is equal to u of t plus 2 minus u of t minus 2. So we will take it step by step. First take u of t plus 2. So what you have to keep in mind, the signal starts from t plus 2 is equal to 0, that is t is equal to minus 2, as shown on the screen. So I have to start a unit step which will start from minus 2, as shown on the screen. Now take the next one, u of t minus 2. Here t is equal to 2. So I will draw another unit step signal from the t is equal to 2, as shown on the screen in black color. Now I have to subtract these two. Please concentrate on the screen and see this. When you subtract u of t plus 2, that is the whole green signal, from the u of t minus 2, that is whole black signal, what you will get? You will get a rectangular pulse between minus 2 to 2. I hope you get this, okay? See this carefully. Now let us see another function. Now this time we have to write u of t of the given function. See, I will discuss this question using the standard method. Okay, see this carefully. After seeing the signal, what comes to your mind? That it is a type of unit step like, and so we are seeing the abrupt discontinuities. So mark that abrupt discontinuities. Always start from the left. The first one is as shown on the screen with magnitude of the change is 1. Another one is downwards and the magnitude of change is 2. See carefully on the screen. And the third one is again it is upwards and the magnitude of change is 1. So now what do I get after differentiating a unit step signal? I get a impulse signal as shown on the screen. I hope you get this. I have already discussed these concepts. So now we can easily write delta t from the given signal, which is del of t minus 1, as the second impulse is on t is equal to 1, third impulse is at t is equal to 2. So del of t minus 2. Now write the magnitudes, 1 minus 2 plus 1. So what the function that we have written on the screen is x dash of t. The function given in the question is x of t. Now x of t is integration of x dash of t. So it is simple to write u of t after we have found the delta t. That is ut minus 2 u of t minus 1 plus u of t minus 2, as shown on the screen. Now we will study the shortcut. So here the key is first mark the magnitudes as shown on the screen. Like the first one is 1, then the change from 1 to minus 1 like this, and then again from minus 1 to 0. So how we will get this minus 1? We have to subtract minus 2 as shown on the screen. Now I will get 0. I have to add plus 1 as shown on the screen. So you can easily write as shown on the screen, from 1 u of t you have to subtract minus 2 u of t minus 1. Then again from 1 I will get my plus u of t minus 2. So this is the answer. Now let me discuss the ramp signal. Here's a ramp r of t. So we know it will start from t is equal to 0 and the slope is 1 as shown on the screen. Now we will again consider another signal r of t plus 1, that is t plus 1 is equal to 0, so it will start from t is equal to minus 1 as shown on the screen. Now another signal r of t minus 1, it will start from t is equal to 1 as shown on the screen. So I have three ramp signals, one from r of t, that is one is r of t, one is r of t plus 1, one is r of t minus 1. Just remember these. This is just a way to understand ramp signal. Okay, now let us see a question. R of t minus r of t minus 1, we have to draw this given signal. So from r of t is this. Now r of t minus 1, it is as shown on the screen. So now what we have to do, just think as I have discussed the previous example of u of t, but in the ramp signal you have to think in terms of slopes. So r of t minus r of t minus 1, that is we have to subtract the blue line from the green line. So see this carefully. Slope of both are 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. So what we will get? We will get something like this. Starting from t is equal to 1, if I subtract the r of t from minus r of t minus 1, then I will get something like this. Now another question, write given signal in terms of ramp signal. Here again we have seen the abrupt discontinuity. See, every time you see something straight 90 degree upwards or 90 degree downwards, it is abrupt discontinuity. Automatically it should strike in your mind that on differentiating this we will get an impulse. We can easily see that there's a ramp signal is starting from t is equal to 0, r of t, here as shown on the screen. Then if I subtract r of t minus 1 from r of t, what I will get? I will get something like this. Now to get the signal given in the question, what I have to subtract again? I have to subtract u of t minus 1. That is a unit step signal at t is equal to 1. So my final answer is this. Let us see another question. Here I can see there are two ramp signals. Let us do it by shortcut. The slope of this one is 1. The slope is now changed to minus 1. So what I have to do to get minus 1? I have to subtract minus 2. Now again at last there is a like a straight constant line. So the slope is changing from minus 1 to 0. So what I have to do, add plus 1. Now from 1 I will get r of t, from minus 2 I will get minus 2 r of t minus 1. Now from 1 I will get r of t minus 2. So the key point in ramp is that you have to see the slopes. In unit step you have to see the abrupt discontinuities and the magnitude of the changes. Okay, so I hope you get a lot from this video. Okay, thank you.